Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they're usually under the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research time for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and the update is for the House of Surrati. House of Surrati is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, perfume house from Middle East, from Saudi Arabia. They've been around for almost 100 years, and their main business is perfume oils. They have super extensive perfume oils line up in their portfolio, hundreds if not thousands, and they produce so many good perfume oils. But for the last 20 years they started to venture into perfume bottles themselves, so making perfume bottles and perfumes inside them. So but they are still very underrated, on the radar, on the limelight for some strange reason which I don't understand. So I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price they are super impressive. This one in particular, called Khashab Al Sandal in Arabic, or Bois de Sandal, or Sandalwood in very simple term. So this one is Sandalwood and is eau de parfum 100 ml. It's very hard to find unless you live in Middle East and European countries. You can find them here and there, but here in United Kingdom it's very difficult to find. I paid around £30 for it, and I'm super happy that I have it in my perfume collection. This one is first thing first, in terms of presentation, very nice. Apart from the cap, which is plastic, is okay, but the bottle itself is beautiful, and it's got some woods shaving inside it, which is very attractive. The bottle is very heavy and the atomizer is very good. So in terms of presentation, they are very good, especially for the price. The box itself is quite simple, but it does the job perfectly, which is protecting the bottle. In terms of performance, I'm very happy to say it's a good performer, but it's not a beast mode. This one is a little bit on the a strange side, because on the skin it doesn't last that long, maybe 5-6 hours, but on t-shirt I could easily smell it next day. So it's very strong. If you put on material on t-shirt, it lasts very long time. So I would say on skin over 6 hours, on t-shirt and materials over 8 hours easy, maybe even over 10 hours easy. So it's it's good, but it's not a beast mode. It's not a huge performer. In terms of projection, similar story. I had around maybe 2 hours of an arm length of projection, and after that it comes close, but you always have a good bubble, good cloud, and a good trail behind you. So again, good but not excellent. Is not a beast mode. So this perfume, I put 10 sprays of it, and that was ample enough for me to smell it all day. So if you want to go outside and people smell it from the other side of the road, probably you need to go a little bit more, maybe 12-14 sprays of it. But overall it's a good performer, but it's not a beast mode. So in terms of occasion, this is very opulent. So it's good for going out, special occasion, evening, for close encounter, dating, for going to dinner, for going to not supermarket, for going to theater, maybe cinema, maybe something special occasion in that vein. And in terms of season, this is all year rounder. It's always classified as fresh to semi-fresh, so it's got freshness to it that you can use it in summer, and it's got a complexity to it that you can use it in winter as well. So very versatile in that term. In terms of age, this is quite on the mature side, because it's got some, not only it's got a sandalwood on its own, it is a little bit on the mature side anyway. It is a sandalwood is an acquired taste overall, but here we have some complexity to it, that there are nuances and accords and ingredients in here that are making it quite on the mature side, on the classical side, on the old school perfumery side. So that's making it a little bit on the mature side. I would say at least 25 and up to be in the safe side. And in terms of the gender, this is very masculine, is almost uber masculine, but again, if you're a lady and you like sandalwood based perfumes, why not? This is, you can easily wear it. As always, if you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. Forget about the marketing BS. This is for men and this is for women. Smell, perfumes, fragrances don't have gender, and this is just marketing. Okay, so the smell, as it says on the box and the bottle, sandalwood, this is prominently dominated by sandalwood, and the sandalwood is here very creamy, is very woody, is a little bit on the earthy side, and it's got this beautiful sandalwood, classical sandalwood to it, feel to it. Today's sandalwoods are, I'm not saying they're bad, but they're quite sweet, and mainly because the main component of sandalwood are coming from Australia, which they are cultivating it, they are farming it. It's still very, very good sandalwood, don't get me wrong, but it still doesn't match the that complexity of the Indian sandalwood. So in this one, it gives me the Indian sandalwood feel, and that's why I love it so much. It's just basically mesmerizing, beautiful for me, for my age, for my taste, for my experience. And the sandalwood is from beginning to the end is always dominant. So you need to like your sandalwood, especially classical sandalwood, especially the Indian sandalwood, to enjoy this. I'm not saying there is an Indian sandalwood in here, because Indian sandalwood is very, very expensive, but somehow they manage to replicate or repeat or create that feel of Indian sandalwood, and for that is absolutely gorgeous. There are so many nuances in this perfume which are, you know, adding to the complexity of this perfume. I'll just go through them very quickly. So this perfume has woody, spicy, sweet, old feel to it. It's got amber. The amber in here is very, very nicely done. It's very complex and it's deep and it's very resinous, but in the same time it's very bright and happy and effervescent. So when it opens up big component of citruses, bergamot, lemon and lime. That makes it again in the classical side, because the classical side lime was very, very prominent you know, citrus, and in here they utilize that as well. They've got some herbal aspect to this fragrance as well, which is like a rosemary, maybe there is a thyme in here, but it's got leafy, herbal, green, grassy aspect to it as well. There is a big component of spices in here. I get cinnamon, I get cardamom, I get a little bit of saffron in here, and that makes it quite a deep spicy feel to it. And that deep spiciness giving it that warmth and very, very inviting feel to it overall. There are floral aspect to this perfume again, but the florals are mainly balancing act in here. They're not huge players, but they are noticeable to some extent. To my nose, I smell something like jasmine, maybe a little bit of lily of the valley, and maybe a hint of very small amount of rose in here. Not too much, very, very small amount, but overall this perfume is not a rose based perfume. It's got a little bit of musky feel to it from the beginning to the end, and the musk in here is quite clean. But overall, this fragrance, this perfume's got a little bit of andolic and a little bit hint of animalicness to it, which is probably coming from the musk in here. Sandalwood by far is the biggest player, plus there are some other woods that are supporting the sandalwood in here, mainly cedar to my nose. And overall, this perfume is, if you can find it, is a gorgeous fragrance. Is very well done, is very well blended, is very well put together. The people who put this perfume together, they have a super knowledge of how to make beautiful perfumes, especially on the classical side, especially on the how should we put it, in the ancient side of perfumery, because the smell of this perfume reminds you of ancient world, like very old temple in India, very old temple in maybe in some Asian countries, very old feel to it overall. But to me, this is a very beautiful perfume, is done to perfection. Overall, I give it 2 thumbs up. I highly recommend it if you can find it, if you can search and find it, and if you like this kind of perfumes, it's just beautifully done. Okay guys, in terms of ratio for iPad, what I get is ridiculous in here. It's just beautiful, and you cannot get better than this. Similar perfumes to this, similar feel perfume, it would be at least £100 plus. And I don't think in the market today you can find anything close to this, because it's that feel of Indian sandalwood overall to it. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems, and this beauty is definitely a hidden gem and an enigma, and very hard to find, and is rare. I like to bring perfumes to your attention that majority of people ignore. For some reason they don't talk about them, they don't get the limelight, they don't get the publicity for some strange reason to me. If you want to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself, I make my own line of perfumes. I put more than 60% perfume oils in my perfumes. That makes them very big, bold, very long lasting, very artistic and unique. And but you need to live in the United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I'll leave them in the link as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. See you later guys. Bye.